traders, welcome to another Sunday market review. Every Sunday, just as you know, we bring to you Forex forecast or signals that you can trade when the market opens. Today, permit me to record this video via my mobile phone. The reason being that I am not closer to the house at the moment. And so all my tools and gadgets which I use in recording are far away from me. So for the sake of the love and for the fact that we all want to win, I decided to do this with my mobile phone. So today's recording is going to be mobile phone version. That should tell you that if you're a Forex trader, you can actually trade everywhere you are. It doesn't matter what you have and then what you see. All right. So let's do that. Let's see what we can do in this week. Let's see some of the signals that we can catch in this week's video. So just as we do every Sunday, to those of you who have been following us for quite some time now on Leading Forex, you know our signal group, what we do. So it's the same rules, the same things we are going to do in this video. But in case you are new, I want you to stick around and watch this video to the end and see how we do things differently. All right. So first of all, we have a tool which we use. This tool here, it is our first point of contact. We always come to this tool to check and to see what this tool is saying, the forecast, the possible currency it will give us for us to use or for us to look at in terms of our signals. So if you want the details of this tool here, you can watch my tutorial video, which is part 51. I have two main playlists and now we have three. The playlists are the Forex training for beginners. That playlist has all the videos you will need in terms of learning Forex trading. And then we also have the Forex signal group. And then we also have the new strategy group, which is a Forex strategies group. So these three playlists are there. If you want any of them, you can just go to the tutorial videos I'm giving to you now. At the description of these videos, you will see the link to all these playlists. Then you can watch from these playlists to get in-depth knowledge of what we are doing over here on this channel. Now, back to our point. So this is our first point of contact. And this is what we do when we come to this page or platform. We look at the stronger currency from monthly, weekly, and daily. And then we also look at the weaker currency from monthly, weekly, and daily. So first of all, let me zoom a bit so that we can see it well because I'm doing this on mobile phone. So yes, I think it's okay now. Or better still, let me go back a bit. Okay, it's okay now. So we first of all look at the monthly and see what we have. So on the monthly time frame, we are looking for the weaker currencies first. So what are the weaker currencies that we may have right now when we come to the weaker? So at this moment, I think we have some currencies that are weak. We have the AUD, and then we have CAD, and then we also have USD. On the monthly time frame, we have these three currencies that are weak, but we are only looking for two. So the two most weakest. So when it comes to the two most weakest, it's going to be the AUD and then GBP on the monthly. Do you get that? So we'll put that down. We'll put that down. That is AUD and then USD. Okay. And then we'll look at the next one, which is going to be the weekly. Let's go to the weekly and look at the weekly too. So on the weekly, we have two currencies that are going to be weak. So we're going to look at the USD again, and then we'll look at CAD. I think CAD is also weak, looking at it here. So we have USD and CAD. And then when we come to the next one, which is the daily. Let's go to the daily. So on the daily, we are on the daily now, and on the daily too, we have two most weaker currencies, and that is also going to be USD again, and then USD, and then chef. So you realize that USD is running through all the three time frames. Do you understand? Because on daily we have USD being one of the weakest among the two. And then when we go to the other ones, when we go to the weekly, you will see again that we have USD being among the weakest over here on weekly. You see that? And then again, when we go to the monthly, we have the USD again being among one of the weaker ones here. So USD is running through the three time frames when it comes to the weaker currency. So we have USD being our most weaker currency. Is that understood? Okay, good. Now let's look at the stronger currency side. On the monthly, we have the NZD, we have the Euro, and then we have GBP. But we are choosing only the first two. So if we are choosing the first two, it's going to be NZD and Euro. So NZD and Euro, take note. Now let's go to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame too, we have the same NZD, this time around JPY. Yes, these are the two most weakest, NZD and then JPY. Okay, so NZD is also running through here, but let's look at the last one, which is going to be daily. This is on daily time frame, and on daily we have the two most weakest to be JPY and then GBP. Or should I zoom for you to see this? Yes, if I zoom, you'll see that the two most weakest, just as I was saying, strongest, are going to be JPY and then JPY and then GBP. So it means there is no one single currency that runs through the three in terms of strength or the stronger currency, because NZD is only in the monthly and then the weekly, but it is not in the daily as it stands here. So it means when it comes to the stronger currencies, we do not have one single currency that runs through the three time frames. But when it comes to the weaker side, we have three currencies that run through the three time frames, which is the USD. So it means that our currency to watch or to look at in this week is going to be USD pairs. USD pairs. So we will go quickly to our MT4. We'll go to our MT4 right now here. Okay, so this is going to be our MT4. It's loading. I want it to quickly load, and then we can look at what USD pairs can we trade in this week. Are we good? So this is where the real analysis comes. So okay, it has finished loading. So we have the real analysis here to do. So when it comes to USD pairs, you know we have Euro USD. You know that already. And this is on weekly time frame. We have the Euro USD. We also have the USD chef here. This is USD chef. This is also there. And then we also have USD JPY. This is also there. And then we also have USD CAD. This is also there. And then we have AUD USD. This is also there. And then we have GBP USD, I think it's somewhere here. Yes, GBP USD. So these are the USD pairs. So just as we do, we often do not give all the pairs, but we choose a few. So we are going to choose a few of the currencies, and then we forecast, or we give them to you as signals. So for me, the very first one I will give is going to be GBP USD. Now, currently as we speak, if you look, GBP USD on the weekly is hovering around this very resistant level here. That is a resistant level. And then there's also another resistant level over here. So we are having two resistant levels that, as we speak, USD is currently on the first one. So there is possibilities of some kind of delays or retracements that you may see on this resistant level. And if I go to the smaller time frames like the daily, you may begin to see some of these things that I'm talking about. You can see that on Friday the candle closed on bearish. Now the candle closing on bearish is giving you an indication that this, you see, so if I zoom in, you see that this is the resistance level I was talking about, and you can see it very clear here. This is the resistance level, the first one. And if you look through, you will see that it looks very clear now on the daily. And then the second resistance is just at the top here, which you can see also very here. So we are looking at the second resistance level here. This one, you can choose this one and this one because they are almost the same. But the next one you can look at is this one over there. So we have these two resistance levels to watch. But if you look at this very carefully, something has happened already. If I go back like this, you will see that already this trade came to that resistance level here, over here. Okay, it came to that resistance level here, which was around this corner, the neck of the resistance. And then it tested the neck of the resistance with a lot of pullbacks. If you look at it, you will see that it tested the neck of that resistance with a lot of pullbacks. So you can see the pullbacks here. So this is where the pullbacks happened over here. That was the neck of that resistance before it finally made its way through that neck. So what it means is that since it has made its way through that neck, okay, it means that it is going to go, you see, it's back up above the neck. So this was the end of the neck of that resistance. This was the end of the neck of the resistance. These 2 weeks here was the neck of that resistance. Now that it has broken out of that neck and is making its way up, it means we are looking at coming to the top of this resistance level. And if it's going to come to the top of this resistance level, then it means that we have some pips to catch. It is even possible that if this resistance level is going to hold, we might see a false break to the upside. Yes, we might see a false break to the upside after this before the trade may bounce back down. But our focus is not on that. Our focus now is to make some pips on the upside between where the market closed on Friday to the top of the resistance. And if you look at it from the close of the market price here to the top of the resistance is almost about 200 pips to the upside. Yes, about 200 pips to the upside. So we are targeting 200 pips to the upside, but we are not looking for all that. We are only going to look for part of that 200 pips because the current price closed at if I'm using the bidding price, because you see some two lines, one is red, one is ash, which is somewhere here. When you look at these two lines over here, one is the asking price, one is the bidding price. So if you look at these two lines, I am going to use the red line price, which is 1.21021. That is when you are buying, that is the price at which you will buy. So if you look at that price to the end of the top here, which is somewhere here, you will see that it's around 1.2262. So 1.2102 to 1.2262 is about over 150 pips. So we are only going to target 100 pips. You know our rule already if you've been following us. So we are looking for only 100 pips take profit and then 100 pips stop loss. So the rule is that today being Sunday, when the market opens, you would wait for at least an hour for the spread gap, or maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes or 2 hours for the spread gap to close before you enter your trade. You don't enter your trade when the spread is still very wide. Is that okay? So you wait and then you enter. If you look at this pair right now, GBP USD, the market is closed. But if you look at the gap, look at the gap. If you look at the gap between these two lines over here, you will see that the spread is very wide at this very moment. Look at these two lines here, the ash and the red line. Look at them. You will see that the ash one, the price it's on is about 1.20897, and then the red line is on a price of 1.21021. So it means that the spread between these two lines alone is about 20 pips, which is very wide. So you don't enter the trade when the market opens with a wide spread like this. If you have to enter, you have to wait for the spread to close. When the spread closes and gives you a less than 5 pips gap between these two lines, then you enter. That is what we call spread. So the difference between these two prices is what we call the spread. Is that okay? So you always wait 1 hour to a maximum of 2 hours to allow the market gap, which is the spread, to close before you enter your trade. So our first trade for the week is going to be GBP USD buy. Are we good? Based on this analysis, GBP USD is going to be a buy. Are we good? All right. Now, the second currency we can trade when the market opens is going to be NZD USD. Let's look at it. NZD USD, where are you? Now, NZD USD is also, if I go to the weekly time frame right now, we are loading on. Okay, so you look at it. If you look at NZD USD, it's also almost on a neck of a resistance level. So this is a resistance level. This is also another resistance level. But it looks almost the same because the difference is not that huge. So you see that it is almost the same resistance level, and price is currently at the neck of that resistance level. So it means that we are looking at a break out of this resistance level, or a false break, or at least to the top of the resistance level, and then maybe the reversal will happen for a pullback. It does. But for now, we are looking at a buy for NZD USD. And if you look at the price now, looking at this price here, the top of the resistance level and where the current price is, it is around over 100 pips. It's currently, if you look at the price carefully, if I zoom out for you to look at the price, you see the price, the red line is on the price of 0.262558. 0.62558. So looking at that price to the top of the resistance level here, we are looking at, if for nothing at all, to the top here, that is going to be 0.64459, which is almost about 200 pips. Almost about 200 pips. But we are not going to target the whole 200 pips. We are only going to target 100 pips out of this. So our take profit is going to be 100 pips, and our stop loss is also going to be 100 pips. And I have told you already, I've told you already that our ratio is 1:1, and you know this rule already. So that is that. So a ratio of 1:1, 100 pips take profit, 100 pips stop loss, and that is it. And then we have 2 now. So let's look at one more trade. Let's give 4. Let's look at 2 more. The next one is going to be, okay, Euro USD. Let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD, yes, it's also good. But for Euro USD, it has already broken the first resistance zone. And if you look at it, this was the first resistance zone. And this first resistance zone has been broken. It's targeting the next resistance zone here, which is here. So the first zone is broken, the second zone is up here. And so the target is on the second zone here, which is this one. So looking at where the price is to that top, it's going to be how many pips? The current price is 1.03918. Even let's use the ash line. So looking at that to the top of this zone here, we are looking at 0 1.0721, which is about 500 pips, or 200 pips, almost about 200 pips. So between the top here to the end of the top here is about 200 pips. So we are not targeting the whole 200 pips. We are targeting only 100 pips. So your take profit is going to be 100, and your stop loss is also going to be 100. So a buy. So Euro USD is going to be buy. GBP USD is going to be buy. NZD USD is also going to be buy. Are we good? And then let's add the last one. The last one I'm looking at. The last one. Okay, let's see. What of USD CAD, USD JPY, USD Chef? No. Okay, let's look at AUD and USD. AUD USD, yes, it's also a good one. AUD USD is also a good one because this is the top. These are the tops. So the price is going to, first of all, you see that the price came to the neck of it here, and then it gave a pullback on this candle. Last week was a pullback. Last 2 weeks rather, there was a pullback over here last week on this red candle for a whole week, and then this week or last week it's retraced that pullback. So this is a load or a candle that tells you that the buyers are back into the market and ready to push the market forward. That is all that it means. This candle you see here means that the buyers have come back into the market. They only left it to the sellers for just within the week for a retracement, and they are back in the market. And so we are going to see another sprint to the upside, if for nothing at all, to these tops over here. And if you look at that one too, it's almost about 300 pips to the top of these resistance. So we are not targeting the whole 300. We just want 100 pips. So your take profit is going to be 100, and your stop loss is also going to be 100. So in all, we have 4 trades to take when the market opens this week. We have Euro USD buy, GBP USD buy, we have NZD USD buy, AUD USD buy. So these 4 signals are going to be our signals for the week. So we are going to come back when the market ends this week to review our signals to see whether we've made profit or we lost. All right. But those of you who already know how we do in terms of this signals with regards to this tool here, you know it has been a powerful tool and it's been giving us good results. Yes, it's been giving us good results. So we already know. So once it's been giving us the good results with a lot of pips, you understand what this week will be. All right. You understand what this week will be. I think today is 26th November, right? 26th or 27th November. Today is Sunday. So let's see, when the market opens, we all get ready to lace our boots, and then we enter into the market with these 4 signals. My name is Kofi, your admin. Thank you for watching with my mobile phone version. Hopefully, I'll be back to my home, and then we'll begin to do the other stuff. You understand? Yes. So take care. I'll see you in the course of the week or over the weekends. Until then, be good.